Hi, everybody. This is Jerry Garrettson Tabia Law. I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick, and then we'll continue on here. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. We're going to talk about the I-130 today, and this is the form that you fill out in regards to immigration when you are looking at a family-based immigration scenario where you are looking, or a party is looking to sponsor either a spouse or a child, it could be a stepchild, to immigrate to this country, to get their green card. That is, you become a permanent resident, a legal permanent resident. That's a status. And the form that you fill out is the I-130. So I-130 is popular because I believe most of the immigration of family-based immigration comes through the I-130. This form can be found on the website of the USCIS. Don't quote me on that. I'm throwing out a name there, but the proper authority. And what you do is, well, what happens is the form is filled out. Now, the form itself is not important. What's important is obviously what's going to go on the form. And what they're looking for is, number one, is the party or is the relationships legitimate? So you have the petitioner, you have the U.S. citizen, or the party that has a green card. And they are the petitioner, they are sponsoring the beneficiary or the party that wants to immigrate to the country, the party that wants to get their green card. So the folks that are allowed under that scenario are spouse, legally married spouse, and children, which includes stepchildren. I believe it even goes to, well, I'll just leave it there. Those two are included, okay? And so here's the deal. They're looking for a valid marriage if it's a spouse. And that's where we get into this whole fraudulent marriage scenario where people aren't getting married because they love each other and they want to spend the rest of their lives together. They're getting married just to immigrate to the country, right? And soon after they get their green card, they'll divorce and whatever. So it was a fraud. It wasn't real. So that's a big element there. Another element to the I-130 is moral character. What is your moral standing? Do you have a criminal background? Are there other issues? Have you tried to get into this country illegally, right? So all those things are looked at. And again, if we go back to our lectures that we started weeks ago, one of the major emphasis on immigration all the way back from the founding of this country into the Constitution, one of the major pillars is morality, good character. And it makes sense. A country, not just the United States, but my guess is any and all countries want to have immigrants that will benefit the country and will prosper and help the country move forward, right? And thus you want people with good character. And again, not perfect people. There's not any perfect people, right? But we are looking at character and we are looking at morals. And the folks that have better character and morality will have a better chance of getting into this country because the idea is that they offer more value to our country, to prosper it, and to make it a better place to live. So we're looking at that. We're looking at relationships with children. How old are they? There's some are aged out. I believe it's 21 or older, maybe. Don't quote me on that. This law changes a good bit. Is the child emancipated, or are they married? So we look at that too to see if the child can qualify as a beneficiary on the I-130 form. So anyways, that's a little bit, just kind of scratch the surface. We'll likely go into much more detail at a later time. All right, you guys enjoy your Friday. And, let me go ahead and read this real quick. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Thank you so much. You guys have a super day. Have a super weekend. Goodbye.